Oh my gosh, it's been a while since we've been on a live stream. Holy cow. We're just now kind of getting, let's see, all right. I got a new microphone set up, so if it sounds like junk, well, it's not new, it's just a different one. I have no idea if it's just as good or worse or whatever, but if it sounds all right, let us know. How's everybody doing? I didn't even finish getting set up how I wanted to get set up, which is pretty typical, I think. Everybody recovering from your Hootenany hangover?
It took us a while to recover from it.
It did, and I think we were still recovering from Alaska as well.
Yeah.
Where am I going? Here we go. Try that. Who's all here?
We have, what is here? Max Happy Homestead. We are so glad you guys made it up.
Max, I just commented last night, or I just commented on their live stream from last night, I think, that, was it last night? That I really need to start making their live streams.
We got Leap of Faith Homestead. Do you remember who that is?
Yeah. Yes.
Hi, Gons. The White Picket Fence.
And if I don't remember, don't take offense because I don't remember anything.
No.
At all.
Duncan 1900, Hidden Harvest Grow Lights, Geeky Gardens, Grammy Karen, Oregon, PBWF Homestead, Tim Grisham, Alderman Farms. Hi, Patty.
I know it's not Tommy.
Because it says Patty here.
Oh, hey, Patty. How you doing?
Wanderlust, Our Hodgepodge, Heidi K, Stringfield, Freedom Homestead. I gotta try to scroll up y'all.
Oh, we got good amount of people in here.
Oh, hey, Runaway Homestead.
Runaway Homestead, yes.
Lonely Prepper. Okay, back to that. Oh, we gotta go back down. It's probably gotta be a weird sound with the microphone.
What's the, yeah, you guys could probably hear that mouse. I have the microphone actually right about here.
Yeah.
And the mouse is right here. So when she's scrolling on the wheel, you could probably hear that really good.
There's Tracy and Carl Ronnie? Am I saying? I don't know if I'm saying that right.
I was doing pig fence today, and I put wire right into the wire right into my. It went through my glove and into my hand, and I can barely move my hand now. It was just regular old electric wire. I don't even know how it did that. Man, that was crazy.
Your coffee cup smells really good.
I know I might get another cup here. That might screw up. So I set the microphone up. All right.
Oh yeah, that's gonna sound really good, I'm sure.
So I wonder how long it's been since we've had a live stream.
It's been a while.
It's been quite a while.
Chuck cakes.
Man, I gotta tell you what. So we're gonna get out here. We're talking about the Hootenany a little bit. We did not get hardly any coverage whatsoever. Pictures, videos, you name it. We didn't really get it. But a lot of other people did, and I think we've got up to 16 videos in our 2019 Hootenany playlist right now. Which here, if you happen to go see that, it's right here. This is what it looks like. That's the thumbnail from 1870s.
I love that thumbnail.
Video. That thumbnail is awesome. If you can't really tell, it took me a while to figure out who that was.
That's you.
Pretty sure that's me. But you got Grace pointing at the camera, Andrew behind her, and then Faith. And then Stefan's back there, Tommy's in there. And was this a Matt kid right here?
Yes.
Yes, right above the U there. But that's what our playlist looks like. So go check that out. Lots of people are putting out great videos about the Hootenany. And just go show them support. They were there. And
are you okay?
At first, I really kind of wanted to say thank you to everybody for showing us your support and showing up. But it really wasn't about showing us support. It was more showing the community support. It wasn't about showing us support. And it was just really awesome to see everybody come together. I know Tangi and Jack said it. I watched another video. I forget who also said it. It might have been Evolution of a Homestead. That might have been who else said it. These videos are all on the playlist. But it just felt more like a big family reunion.
Yeah.
Even though there was people we didn't know and stuff, it's just big family reunion.
Yeah, I agree. Coco asked if the volume was low for anyone else. And
Oh,
I think Tracy answered yes to her question.
yes. Let me see. Let me bump up the volume. Usually, most of the time, there, I've got the volume bumped up now. I'll see if that's a little better. If not, I can keep going up with it more. And I'll try to talk a little louder, and so will somebody else.
I'm so bad at that.
Two Family Homestead 6.5 hour, I think it was, live stream at the Hootenanny is also in our playlist.
Oh, right, yeah.
You know, I think I'd left Saturday morning or Sunday morning and didn't say goodbye to Two Family. Unless they were already gone. But I didn't say goodbye to them. I didn't say goodbye to Todd either. Because I think Todd was still there.
I think Todd, yeah.
1870s.
I think he was trying to, I think he told Jack that if he went around and said his goodbyes, he'd be there for another hour.
Oh, I think Jack did tell me that. Hey, the end of Jack and Tangie's video, Freedom Homestead, that kind of wrapped up the community, the whole homestead community and everything. Our fifth wheel, the slide out would not go in, and I guess it was probably Tangie was videoing me.
Yeah, she was like, I got a video of this.
Me, Jack, John from our Hodgepodge Homestead,
Yes.
and wasn't there a fourth?
No, it was you, Jack, and John.
Oh, okay. Push! And it was all muscle. That you could hear the motor whining, but it wasn't going. It was a no-go. But we were able to push that joker in there.
Yeah.
And I had tried like 5 minutes earlier on my own, and that thing didn't budge.
And I was like, what are we going to do? And he's like, well, we're just going to have to leave it here. I'm like, we can't leave it here. Somebody's taking this space. Like, we have to get this thing out. But we didn't know what else to do. And so, yeah, they all came over and pushed and thankfully got it in, so we were able to get out of there.
For starters, Nunda. Hey, Nunda, thanks for coming on. We gave Nunda a call, and we're like, Nunda, we're actually going to do a live show this week, and we're going to do it an hour earlier. And so she showed up. And then Coco Noel, was it Coco that said? Oh, no. Oh, but Nunda just said that's handsome, TJ.
Yeah, that's handsome. Yeah, she said, hi, Hanson, TJ, and she said that's handsome.
Oh,
TJ.
hi, handsome TJ.
But Jack put, I'm glad Tangie got that on film, but she turned it off before the group fist bump.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Coco Noel said it's better than a family reunion. Everybody got along.
Yes. Oh, yeah, that's true, too. Lonely Prepper, why didn't you use the manual slide crank? Ours doesn't have a slide crank. It has a crank for the front jacks, but not a slide crank.
In fact, that was something that was explained to us when we bought it. We were told, be prepared. If something ever goes wrong, there is no manual crank for the slide out. Which we will make sure that everybody, or we'll make sure that everything has manual jacks. I think if we end up with another one sometime.
Seeing it all made me actually want to go to Michigan next year, and that is huge for me. Is what the white picket is. And Coco said, so impressed by your dance moves.
A couple people have commented that TJ had some moves.
Yes. That song, I think even after the Hootenany, I want to say it was just like 2 days ago, Andrew and Grace were counting how many times they listened to that song in one day. And at dinner, when we were at number 15, I told them, no more. No more. Not today, for how many times you listened to the Get It Up challenge.
Here, I just saw, I'm gonna try and finagle this a little bit here. Let me see. Bear with me, guys. I want you guys to be able to see this. But, wait, is that gonna work? I gotta do it here. Okay. Say it for me, baby. North Star Prepsteader also just put out, I think it was today, put out a video, and I have it. Oh, I can't shrink it. All right. I have to go back to this. I have it right there. 1,700 miles for the 2019 Pratt Family Homestead Hootenanny. That was a really good video. All these videos in here are great, and we appreciate them so much.
The Max said, my kids haven't done anything but get it up since we've been home.
Yeah!
I just read that.
Hey, I was trying to remember, guys. Was it one of you kids' ideas to do the get up at the Hootenanny, or was it mine? I was trying to remember. Was it yours, you think?
No.
Oh,
I think it was yours.
Okay.
I think it was yours.
But man, the kids were on it. All of them were on it, and since the Hootenanny, they've been pretty good about it. They still play it.
Yes.
But before the Hootenanny, hey bud,
You're right next to the
Well,
microphone.
yeah, you got shh. Right before the Hootenany, though, they were 25 times a day.
Yeah, it was bad.
Ours is set for the other word, so I'll say it. They'll be like, Alexa, play Get It Up.
Constantly. And then as soon as it would start, Alexa, repeat song. It's like, no, don't repeat the song. Just stop.
Hey, Patty, I got your video clips downloaded, but I did not get a chance to watch them yet.
Oh, I didn't realize they were on here.
The Guy Up song explaining why he does it. It's actually the Get Up song.
Yeah.
I actually heard there's a radio program that I listened to, and they interviewed Blanco Brown, and that was a pretty good interview. So maybe we're talking about the same thing there, Jack. But man, we had. Well, I tell you what, North Star Prepstetter had all the I don't know if she had them all. I really honestly don't know if she had them all, but a list of states of people that had come up.
Oh, neat.
And yeah, it was pretty. It was a decent
yet.
list, and there was quite a few people from Michigan there. So.
I've never seen this one.
Yeah, Grace taught the girls, and they haven't stopped since. Yes, your girls kept coming up. I want to do the dance. I want to do the dance. I'm like, we'll get it. We'll get it. Give me a minute. We'll get there. It was so funny. And then even after we were done and we all went back to the campsite, I don't remember which one it was.
Oh.
They came up and they're like, can we do the dance? I was like, you guys can tell Alexa to play it. I was like, I can't dance anymore.
And if you don't know what we're talking about, our Hodgepodge Homestead posted a clip of this. I'm going to play it. But I think because of the way I have the microphone hooked up, I don't think you guys are getting any audio. So if you don't hear audio, let me know. If you do hear audio, I'll let their whole clip play. Let's see. And that was Homestead Dad in the dinosaur costume. I don't think you guys are hearing audio.
No audio.
All right, but that was really fun, and I had been pounding our Pratt Family Homestead's Hootenany group about we're going to do this. I posted the Stivers in there. I posted, did I post Cog Hill in there? I think I did.
Yeah.
And I kept saying it, and people were laughing, oh, I'm not doing that, But guess what? A lot of those people, Tangi and your daughter, that said they weren't going to do it, they came out and did it.
Well, I didn't really give Emily much of a choice. I stood there just yelling her name. You better get out there. And she's like 6 feet from me.
But there was a lot of people, I think, that started the day. There was a lot of kids out there. That was awesome. I think there was a lot of people that started the day saying they weren't going to do it, and they ended up out there. It was a lot of fun, and a huge shout out to, is 1870s in here?
I haven't seen him yet.
But I asked everybody if they could send all their video clips to 1870s Todd over there to see if, because they have good quality videos, to see if he could get us a good clip to put onto YouTube for the Hootenany. And I'm not sure if that's going to be on our channel or Todd's channel. I'm really not sure, but we'll see. I don't know. Todd and I haven't talked to it.
I can't wait to see what he
I can't wait.
It's going to be amazing.
I can't. Hey, North Star Prepstetter. I don't know why I have trouble saying that name. North Star Prepstetter. Thanks for stopping by. I loved your video. We loved meeting you. Thanks for coming 1,700 miles.
Yes, that was awesome.
I take it that's round trip.
I'm guessing.
From Minnesota. But,
yeah, I would say so.
yeah, so on that Get Up Challenge, back to, what was I saying, though?
Todd.
Oh, yeah, so Todd, he's been learning how to mesh all the stuff together, and I guess, all the different video clips have different frame rates, which is something I just never would have thought of, and he's working really hard at getting them all synced up, and I think he said we should have a pretty good video pretty soon. Hey guys, John here. What's up? Get up, you. Hey, John.
We've been asked if we're going to HOA.
Yes.
By Farmer Brad. Yes, we are. We'll be there. We are presenting on maple syrup. And then we were also asked
Stapleton
what
Homestead.
our favorite thing about Alaska was.
There was no not favorite.
The whole
sorry.
state, or actually, I won't even say the whole state because we saw
Hey, Robin,
this
thanks
much
for coming.
of Alaska. Saw this much.
Yeah, we saw this much of Alaska.
Yeah. But the whole trip was awesome. I really liked the peninsula. I really liked that.
Jenny liked that's the area that I grew up in, the Kenai Peninsula. She really liked that area, and I really liked it too. It's a beautiful area. I think if there was a negative about the trip, it felt like we spent too much time in the RV.
But at the same time, a positive was having the RV to travel to see as much as we did.
Yes.
So it's like kind of a catch-22.
And when I say that, I mostly mean because some of the kids felt like we were in the RV nonstop, which it felt like that. But, I mean, when you take what's supposed to be a 2.5-hour trip and you turn it into a 13-hour trip, you're out of the RV a lot, getting out and seeing stuff and everything. Yeah.
So it was amazing. It was a really, really good trip.
Consider it Joy Homestead. Hey, how you doing? I got something here from you too. Let's look at some of these pictures from the Hootenanny here. This is what consider it Joy Homestead. Some of their pictures that they posted. And I'm so glad people got coverage. This is the campground. This was our little open area, doing some beanbag toss in that area. Is that about where that is? Do you think? Possible.
I have no idea, to be honest.
What happened?
Where did your?
I don't know. What'd you do?
I didn't do anything.
Jenny broke it.
I didn't. It froze.
Oh, okay. Okay. And here's them. I take it on their way, possibly. We had a good time speaking with them. My computer is not acting very nice. This computer has been getting worse and worse on live streams. I think that's some of the boat rentals. I don't know if we did a very good job this year of communicating to everybody that they had access to everything at the campground.
Yeah, I had suggested to some people, they had mentioned about like kayaking or boating or something would be fun, and so I had let them know that they could rent the stuff out. But yeah, I don't think ahead of time we did a really good job.
We had invited our local police and fire departments out to come out and support us and give you guys some tours of their vehicles and all that, and the police department was able to make it. The fire department was not, but they were great. They were awesome. 2-family homestead setup. We had a lot of people in that pavilion.
Yeah, the Max said that the campground has a really nice layout.
Yes. And you're allowed to fish there. I think they say you should have a fishing license, but, I'm not saying don't have a fishing license. That's 2-family St. Bernard. That's a pretty big dog.
Mudge.
Wait, what?
I think I ran through them. All right. But we shared that on our page, so go give Consider Joy Homestead some love over there. Go check out their page and check out their pictures and stuff. Thank you, Max. We really appreciate that. Max, I was out working in that pig pen. Is Colby here? The Max, is Colby here? Because I was out working on the pig pen today, and I'm looking out over my hayfield. Oh, why don't I have that picture pulled up?
Yeah.
And I'm looking out over my hayfield, and I was like, I need to have Colby send me a couple video clips or pictures of his cows and superimpose them on my hayfield.
Just to see how they look.
And then make a little video clip about all that and send it to Colby.
Yeah.
So Colby was like, he loved our hayfield. He loved the hay, the loose hay that we have put up in the barn. And he was just saying because they can't grow that stuff down there. He said his cow would just go berserk with joy if she could have that stuff. And so I brought Colby a little bundle of hay, and on their ride home he had it tied up in the RV as an air freshener. You can go check out their Instagram, Max Happy Homestead. Check out their Instagram and their Facebook, and you'll see that Colby's driving down the road with a hay air freshener.
It's just Misty. Colby's out of town this afternoon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Homestead Dad answered, I think between 175 and 200 people total came out for the Hootenany, which is great.
Yeah, that's about where we are on it too, I think.
Yeah.
Just under 200. We might have broke 200, but
I know we had over 50 people camping.
Yes.
So that was awesome.
2-family estimated, and I'm not going to say anybody was wrong, 2-family estimated 250 to 300 while we were on the live stream. Was that what they told us? And I felt like that was a little high. In one of the other channels' videos, They estimated 100 to 120 people. I felt like that was pretty low.
Yeah, I think it's right around 200, I would say.
And it was a nice sized group of people for that pavilion and everything.
Yeah, it worked out well.
I mean, this is going to be kind of a tricky thing to say. I would love for more and more and more people to come every year, but that was a good sized group this year.
Yeah, I think we might have to hijack some more picnic tables.
You're wrong, Mike.
Uh-oh.
Tommy must be back. No, only Patty would talk to me that way. Tommy wouldn't talk to me that way.
You're wrong, Mike. Yes, Coco, that photo of my parents from Emma and Melina was, I love that of them. They did their own little dance together during part of the Get It Up challenge, and she got a picture of them. I love that.
Yeah, I think everybody knows. I'm just going to repeat what Runaway Homestead said. Yeah, Kentucky and Mississippi were representing the Hootenany. Oh my gosh.
Awesome.
There was actually a family there from Mississippi that knew Patty and Tommy. I don't know if they knew the Max or not, but he was actually currently had work up in Michigan building a plant of sorts, and he came down to the Hootenany. I mean, to hang out. They came down to the Hootenany to see Tommy and Patty.
Yeah,
that was another Mississippi that was there.
Family,
so,
but yeah. So the Stivers, and they put up a video earlier today that they had come up in Michigan for the Hootenany.
Yes.
But then had to leave because Zach's stepdad passed away, so they had to leave.
I think I got a message from Jennifer, right? I think I got a message from her about just about 11:30 saying they had just left the hotel, but they had left the hotel. They were heading to the Hootenany, and they got that unfortunate message. That was really too bad. I think they put it up today. They have a video up. I was going to watch it tonight, but I believe it's honoring Zach's dad. And they said it's the toughest video they've had to make. So I encourage y'all to go check out the Stivers video on that. About the hay.
We do need a guest book. I did one. Was that the first year? Or maybe even the first 2 years. But I completely forgot to get a guest book ready for this year. And I had it on my brain, and then we did one. The first 2 years we had sign-in sheets.
Oh, the kids went around and got people to sign in, didn't they?
But this year, I thought about it.
I've also thought about just having a laptop sitting there and asking people just to fill in their info.
Yeah, because last year we also let them put in Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff. Totally forgot. And Midgard Keep came and even asked me if there was a sign, and I was like, oh, I forgot to get one. And he's like, well, even if we just get a notebook and pen. And I was like, my mom's got something, I know it. And I went left and my mom went right, and the thought stayed where it was.
Midgard Keeps one that left, and I am pretty sure I didn't get to say goodbye.
I didn't get to say goodbye.
I think somebody told me they left kind of quick. But Michigan Mike couldn't get past the entrance. What's that all about? Everybody was more than welcome past the entrance. Boy, I can't speak tonight. But man, I just...
I was just saying I didn't get to say goodbye to you. I was so sad. But I get to see you in October. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yes.
Can't wait to see you in a couple months. But we should make sure we say bye to each other next time.
We are very happy you got to feeling better.
Yes. Glad you got to come up.
So, I guess we'll just start. We got to the campground, Friday around 2?
About 2. And
there was already a lot of people there. Mm-hmm. We took... I don't have this set up right. I'm going to flip back over here for a quick second. I wish I would have had this set up.
I keep almost grabbing your coffee cup for something to drink. I'm going to end up messing up that mic.
There we go. We had quail that started pipping out of the eggs, so we actually brought the incubator to the campground with us. And as we're setting up, I didn't really know this, but the Macs were the Macs were directly behind us or in front of us, and so we were jaw jacking back and forth while we were setting up, and then other people, like I said, there was already a lot of people there.
There was.
Or not, I mean not a lot, but there were some people there. I think 2 family was already there, and I know a lot of people like the Macs rolled in Thursday night. Actually,
No.
The Max rolled in super late
Wednesday.
Wednesday night. Actually, maybe even Thursday morning.
Thursday went.
Then they went. M.I. Gardner.
Yeah, all I could think of was Port Huron. I was like, no, there was an actual like place they went to, but yeah, M.I. Gardner.
Yeah.
And then came back.
Freedom Homestead, I did have an awesome birthday. Thank you. I got to have everybody at the campground sing happy birthday to me. Thanks to Jenny and her parents, I think.
Well, everybody
they're on the list.
So our Hodgepodge Homestead, Heather, had a happy birthday banner in her camper, so we got that out and put it on the tent.
That's awesome. I didn't know that came from Heather.
Yep. And then my dad picked up a cake because I didn't have time to make a
Last
cake.
minute.
Last minute, he went and picked up a cake. And then we got Tommy.
Hey, Runaway Homestead, take it easy. It was great meeting you guys. I really enjoyed talking to you guys, and thank you for the gift as well.
We got Tommy to start singing while I kept you kind of occupied so you didn't see what was going on as my mom set the cake up because my mom and dad brought it in their camper and kept it hidden. So, yeah, we kind of just like everybody.
I'm surrounded by devious people.
Yep, you are. It was awesome. It was awesome.
But so Friday we ended up getting set up and had dinner, and I wish I would have organized more of a deal around the campfire on Friday night. We're gonna try and do that a little bit better next year, I think. But
yeah,
it was kind of
it gets a little crazy.
Yeah, it got a little crazy. We're gonna try and do some things to streamline some stuff so we can all just sit around the campfire Friday night. But then Saturday morning, woke up and had to go. I had to actually make 2 runs home, right?
Yeah.
And then
we forgot stuff.
Yeah, but everybody came together, got stuff set up. I didn't really help set up anything, but I came home, did barn chores, grabbed stuff that needed to come to the Hootenany, went and unloaded it. It was like, oh, I gotta go back home.
Yeah.
Went back home, and
I will say that the canopy, the big canopy setup, went a lot smoother this year, and we all kind of joked it was because you and Ben Holler did not have control of the instructions last year. Because I have a picture of you and Ben holding the instructions, both of you looking confused.
I've seen that picture.
And
yes.
It did take a while to put the canopy up, but it had also been years since we put But yeah, it was funny when it just went like boom, boom, boom up, and we were like, I wonder why that went so easy.
In all fairness, most of the people setting up the canopy has set it up last year too.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. No, we know. Yeah, that's right.
But check this
it was
out.
funny to still blame it on you and Ben.
We'll take the blame.
We were thinking about Ben and Meg while they weren't
wishing the Hollers weren't here. We actually poloed with them a little bit. We're here.
Oh,
we actually poloed with them a little bit.
Somebody dropped a toy down the stairs.
Or fell down the stairs.
We're gonna go with toy.
Poloed with them a little bit Friday night.
Yes.
They were having a nice family fire back home. Then that was why they weren't there. They needed to concentrate on working on their place and
getting stuff.
But we had 300 hot dogs. We had 300 hot dogs set up, or in the fridge, ready to go with strawberries.
With strawberries. Yeah.
But that's what 300 hot dogs looks like. It doesn't look like a ton.
It actually didn't, and I was surprised with how many we came back home
Deep
with.
South in the house. What's going on, guys? Man, we still talk about our trip down there when we visited the Aldermans and went to the Deep South gathering.
Yes.
That was a blast.
That
it
was
great.
A fun trip.
I was so happy to go see Danny and Wanda's place.
Yes.
But anyway, so we fried up. Ooh, fry hot dogs. Anyways, I cooked up 300 hot dogs. I don't think I have any pictures. I know a lot of the social media posts have it. But like Shining Light. Let's go do this one real quick. Shining Light Farm. We really enjoyed talking with them. They're great people.
The most beautiful pit bulls on the planet.
We should also state that they're pretty nice too.
They are very nice.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Fell in love with their pit bulls. So all of us did. The kids were like all up in their faces, and they're like, they were so sweet. I was like, we can't take them home. Let them go.
So I encourage you to go check out Shining Light Farm and Homestead. And after this is over, I'm gonna try and get all of these people that we're talking about in here. I'm gonna try and get them in the description. I've got our playlist in the description, but like if I'm thinking correctly, Shining Light Farm and Homestead doesn't do a YouTube channel, do they?
I honestly do not.
I do not know, but I know they're on Facebook, so go give them some love. Let's flip through some of their pictures. Andrew, come here. I just went at the door. And my computer's freezing up again. Oh, there we go. More of the Get It Up challenge. We had so much fun with this Get It Up challenge. It's not even funny. There it is. There's some hot dogs. I thought that was them that had it. Oh yeah, Tomas.
Oh, yeah,
was that Tomas brought his Beyblades?
Beyblades.
And boy, our Andrew was so excited that Tomas brought his Beyblades. In fact, Andrew just heard Tomas over here and came running. We were just talking to Patty today. More of the officers that were there. It was just a really good time.
Homestead Dad says that dino costume was hot.
Oh yeah,
that's a great picture of the dino.
That is. Jeff, I think, lost about 25 pounds in there. Oh, what's that? Hello. Yeah, you can see we got a nice turnout of people here. Look at all these kids. What's that?
They said you've been through this, but yeah.
I went through this?
Yeah.
Okay. Look at all the kids there. I mean, Jenny and I were taking, maybe some people that were there could estimate, but what, 30 to 30 kids? 30, 40 kids?
Something, yeah.
Can we ship our meat to Ontario?
Coco, yes. My mom and my dad actually are the ones that made the meatballs. My dad got up early and started them, and then, yeah, so the both of them are the ones that made the meatballs.
That would have been cool, Danny.
And John Krebs says we've got labs that are not as good as their pits. They were most well behaved, and like our dogs are psycho compared to those.
Those dogs were so nice,
beautiful, and yeah.
Shining Light Farm and Homestead. Go find them on I believe they're on Instagram also. Go find them on Instagram and on Facebook, and go give them a little love. Go like their page, and if you need help getting there, we have shared that post that I just showed you. We have shared that on our page. So
Deep South Winds put wish we could have surprised you, but put Yippee, and Coco says I like Yippee better.
Yeah, Coco would like Yippee better. Coco is such a, if you've never met Coco, she is such a nice lady.
Oh yes,
sure. I mean, I don't care how bad of a mood you are. If Coco says hi to you, you're gonna smile.
Yep.
It's just gonna happen. That's how it is.
Oh, yes. And I finally got you your rolling pin.
Oh, did you get it to her?
Yes, we've only had it for like a year and a half.
Oh, that's right.
Oh my goodness.
Because Coco left for a little while, and Jenny was like, "Oh, I still have this rolling pin," and then you came back.
I found her again, and I was like, "I'm gonna go get your rolling pin right now before I think of something else I need to do." So. Oh. Yes.
Yeah, John was like, "Who made this pesto? I must know."
And it was great because when we were clearing off the table at the end, I was like, "Mr. Crab," and he turned around. I was like, "This pesto is yours," and I handed him the container, and he's like, "Thank you."
Oh, that's awesome. I've kept meaning to, but I didn't. And then Coco and Ernie kept having me put stuff on the grill, the potatoes, and then that garlic cheese bread. Oh my gosh, so good. Yes, I heard. I did not have any of the potatoes, but I heard they were fantastic. John says now that pesto's gone.
And Freedom says they were talking about the pesto last night, and they need more.
Here's a great picture from Freedom Homestead. I'm thinking right. Where's it at? There we go. Let me make sure I got it on the screen good. Yeah, I do. Okay. Yeah, there's Jack, Freedom Homestead, SSL Farm, SSL Family Farm, but he's SSL Family Dad, myself, Jeff Homestead Dad, and Colby from the Max Happy Homestead. SSL Family Dad stopped by at the last minute. It was great talking to him, and
I had already walked away at that point, so I didn't get to meet him.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, I was talking with this group of guys for so long, and you guys were back at the campground getting set up, but I was talking with them forever.
Well, I had promised Andrew Friday that on Saturday I would take him swimming, because we let the kids swim Friday. Now, I would take him swimming, and I would take him past the deep end rope to the little raft dock and let him jump off.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. You guys were swimming.
And then we were running out of time. Like, the beach was going to close when I started making my way to go in and go set up for, like, the after gathering. And I stopped by at the beach to check in to see how the kids were doing because Patty and Tommy had been keeping an eye on them for us, and Patty said something about Andrew asked where I was, if I was coming over, and I was like, oh, I forgot I promised him that. And I was like, I don't have time to go change. And she goes, yeah, and you're not going to want to go out there in your clothes. Maybe I do. So I took my flip-flops off and emptied my pockets and everything. So I just went out there, and I was really, really cold on the walk back. But he was so happy to be able to go out there, and I kept my promise. So I missed out on meeting SSL Family Dad because I went swimming.
Yeah, and he's hoping to come next year and possibly camp. He even commented on, it was either an Instagram or a Facebook post of ours, that he's hoping to camp. Yeah, Freedom Homestead's amazing people, Jack and Tangi.
Oh, yes. We have so much fun when we talk with them and spend time with them.
And Lisa, Sutton's Days.
We love Lisa.
Yeah, Lisa's so awesome. I was just talking to, I had a work dinner last night. My boss was taking me and a couple coworkers out. And afterwards, me and one of the coworkers were talking forever. And I was like, there's this lady that I have on speed dial to call. Because him and his wife are very nervous about pressure canning.
Yes.
And I was like, man, there's this lady I call. I've been canning all kinds of soups. And Lisa, okay, here's my ingredients. Is this safe to can? She's like, yeah, go for it. So I do it. Boom, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Off running.
He does. Yep.
And then, since Alderman, I don't know if Patty can stay the whole time or not, but I want to show this. So while I was in Alaska, or while we were in Alaska.
Yeah, it wasn't just you.
You know, my high school buddy is opening a hardware store up there in a couple weeks, and I was like, need some help?
I might need to come back.
I can help stock shelves, I can sweep floors.
Before you know it, Mike will be there for like 4 months. And, are you ever coming back? I'm pretty sure John's settled now.
But while I was up there, I keep meaning to post this picture on Instagram, and I have not. Or if it's the same one, I don't know. But while I was up there, I got some. Where am I going to, babe?
Image viewer.
There we go. Why is it on?
Why is it on hot dogs?
There we go. I got a sourdough cookbook. I had to get one while I was in Alaska. I had to, and I got some sourdough starter, Alaskan sourdough starter. So. When Patty was here, I don't really have any pictures of this. Well, I mean, I have pictures of the aldermans came and hung out for a while. And we'll talk about the alderman's ordeal here in a minute. But the aldermans came to hang out, and before they had to leave Michigan to head to, I think, Illinois to jump on a train, they hung out till they needed to leave. Well, anyways, I gave Patty some of that Alaskan sourdough also.
Yeah. That's
so.
Awesome.
When we were in Mississippi, if you guys remember, I wish I had that video clip. When we were in Mississippi, I had some dehydrated sourdough that I had originally got from Patty, and at Homesteaders of America, I believe.
Yes.
I had originally got that from Patty. I brought it home. It blew up out of my jars and everything, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I dehydrated it, and then I took some of that back to Patty when we were in Mississippi. That was kind of cool. But anyways, so Patty got some Alaskan sourdough starter as well. And the alderman's ordeal.
Yeah, go ahead and say hi.
Hi. My phone.
They're taking videos.
That's right, Von Terre. Pratt.
I'm 6.
You're 6 now, yeah.
I was 5.
So the aldermans, I felt so bad. They stayed here visiting with us until they needed to leave. To catch their train, and they kind of, I don't want to say waited to the last minute. Oh, well, they went over their time, so maybe they did kind of wait till the last minute.
Yeah, they kind of waited till the last minute.
Because we just couldn't say goodbye. And
it's hard to say goodbye to them.
It is. It's really hard to say goodbye. And not because of the aldermen, it's because of us not wanting to say goodbye.
They're not allowed to leave next time. They're just going to become hostages here.
They went.
Be prepared.
They went and so they drove down to the train station after they left here and found out that the train they were supposed to be on had hit a car and derailed. Thankfully, nobody was hurt, but they didn't have another train for the aldermen to get on. And Tommy and their daughter both had to be at work on Monday.
Yep.
And this is Sunday night. And so they hit the road running.
They had to drive the whole time.
And they made it. And I know they were whooped. And now I'm kind of like, man, you guys should have left like at noon or something. But we always enjoy our time with the Aldermans, always.
Patty says, yeah, we would have been pushing it to be on time for the train. Sorry.
I was 6 several decades ago. Yeah, and John was, I was like 15. The kids are cracking up because of my birthday. I was like, I'm 21 now. And they're like, you're not 21.
You're 21?
You are not.
Again, we have this playlist that I've seen shared by the moderators a couple times. I really appreciate that. I would love it if you guys would go give some love to all these channels. These are just channels that I know of that have put up videos. So if you know of one, Part-Time Permies, a whole pasta demo's in there.
Yes.
Aim High Homestead, she lives like 10 minutes from us and we never see her or anything. Right, that's the one that's right over that way?
Yeah, she's not too far.
Go check out these people, give them some love. We really enjoyed meeting everybody and seeing everybody. It's just so... the first year Jenny and I put this together, we contacted like, I think 3 channels, right? The 3 initially. I know one was Lisa Sutton.
Lisa.
Homestead Dad maybe,
Homestead
and
Dad.
I know there was another one.
There was.
And worst case scenario, the 4...
was it Part-Time Permies?
It might have been Part-Time Permies. Worst case scenario, the 4 groups of us were going to get together and have a picnic.
Yeah.
But we started inviting other people and, invite. And I really want to see Prepper... Prepper Potpourri. She was at the first one, and I wish we'd seen her again. And same with Aaron Barn Geek was at the first one.
Yes.
That first one we had turned out 60 to 75 people, and I was just blown away.
We expected it just to be, maybe like 10 or 15 people, and we make up 6 of that as it is.
And so our initial thought is what I think most people should do. Find 1, 2, or 3 people that are pretty local to you, and have a meetup. You might be surprised who shows up. I mean, and if even if worst case scenario nobody shows up, you've got these other 3 channels in you that are going to get together and hang out. We're just huge proponents of meetups. I mean, or hootenannies, or even the conferences, whatever.
My dad called it a hoedown at one point. Name it a hoedown, because I know there's shindigs, there's hootenannies, and there's obviously conferences,
meetups,
there's gatherings, there's meetups. Somebody needs a hoedown. So just saying. Max can read, but they're not getting service. It says that our stream is good. Leap of faith. So you're putting together. Are you saying that's what you're doing as far as what the Max just said, or you're putting together a shindig, hoedown, hootenanny thing? Yeah, they've got to get together.
That's right. That's right. And I think, don't the Stivers have one coming up in November as well?
That I honestly don't know.
I believe so. Yes, actually, I was just talking to somebody, Coco Noel. I was just the same coworker last night. I was telling them that Chad made me this beautiful cutting board, Chad Benton.
Yes.
And I love it. I use it every chance I get.
Yes.
I'm looking to maybe try and see what kind of skills I don't have and build a big butcher block.
Yes, Stivers is November 2nd.
November 2nd, yes. I was telling I told Jenny, I said, I told Jenny, I said, that's kind of right after HOA, but I mean, it's November 2nd. I mean, we won't have a garden. Well, maybe we should go. Maybe we should go. Leap of Faith is September 14th.
Yep.
Cool. Oh, that's right. I do remember that. But anyways, yeah, so then as I was telling this guy about the cutting board that Chad made for me, I was like, man, I sure did miss the Bettons at the Hootenanny this year. They were at the first 2. I'll have to ask them later, why they didn't make it or whatever. Or, well, I mean, it's none of my business why they didn't make it, but
John.
I'll just have to let them know that we missed them.
November 2nd, deer hunting. That would be John's response.
That's right. It is bow season.
Yes.
It is bow season. I mean, the $25 million that John got last year wasn't enough.
Yeah. Where are you going to put it this year, John?
Yeah, where are you going to put it? He's like, Pratt's freezer.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's thinking. Taking the pigs, take the chickens, store some deer there. Where are you going to put this deer, John? Where is John going to hunt? That is the other question.
That was awesome, Freedom Homestead. So I forget at what stage. It was very early. I think maybe we were doing our announcement or our first giveaway or something, and John Crabb from our Hodgepodge Homestead came up there, and he challenged everybody to go say hi, go meet somebody in the group that they had no idea who they were.
Yeah, go talk to somebody.
That's an awesome challenge. That's an awesome. Consider Joy says we have deer in Kentucky.
Yeah, my friends the Pratts have plugged for a freezer.
I also have pressure canner. John, I've told John this. I have this. I had hoped to get a deer last year because I want to can the whole thing and not even use a freezer. And John, if you did that, I mean, you could just load up the shelves in your travel trailer.
And if we need another pressure canner, my parents won one at the Hootenanny, so we had 2 pressure.
No, don't remind Patty of this. John Crabb also, right before the first drawing.
Oh, this was awesome.
Right before and you can see it in somebody's video. I saw it in somebody's video. I tell you guys, I'm searching YouTube for Hootenanny and I'm finding your videos. If you tell me about it, I'll throw it on the playlist. But I've watched more YouTube in this last week than I have in the last year, I think.
Right.
But I think I saw it on I might have saw it on somebody's video, maybe not. But right before the first giveaway, John just goes, winner! And we hadn't even called a number yet. Well, we called his number.
It was John's number.
I forget exactly what he won.
We need to see that ticket. This is not. It was one of the $20.
Oh yeah, it was
giveaways. Yeah, for the vendors. It was so funny that. And then I kept telling Lisa. So Lisa at Sentence Days raffled off a pressure canner, an all-American pressure canner, and she was giving them to everybody, including the kids. Tickets to everybody, including the kids. And I had said something to Grace. And she's like, I don't have a ticket. I was like, you go get a ticket. I said, I want to increase my chances to get a second canner. And so Lisa came over joking around about it and stuff like that. And then he got the pressure canner. And I was like, no way, we won the pressure canner. But we
didn't even really say anything to each other. I mean, we did say some things, but we kind of
eyeballed each other.
Just kind of shook our head and said, "We're the hosts of this event. We cannot win this pressure canner." So we raffled it off again, and guess who won?
My dad. It was awesome. It was so funny.
So I'm sure we could borrow that because they don't really pressure can.
No, and
but your mom wants to. I think I saw something with her and Lisa were talking about. Yep. Lisa was like, "I'll come hold your hand" or something.
But it's funny because before we raffled it off, my dad yelled out, "You remember my number? You remember?" And then I pulled it out and I read it, and he was like, "The me," and I was like, "No, it's not." And he's like, "Yeah," and sure enough. Yep, Dad won.
I don't know how your dad and John Crabb did that. I have no idea.
It was so funny.
Yeah, Coco, I've been looking at a couple of things as far as butcher blocks, or because we just got baby meat chicks, so in 8 weeks I got to start butchering some chickens. So I've been looking at some ways to maybe work on a butcher block, maybe kind of a long-term thing, but get something in place for...
Yeah.
Yeah, and did you see John said he has 3 pressure canners we can borrow?
Oh.
We could get some serious canning done.
Can in here, can out there. You saw her so out there, so yeah, canning everywhere.
Yeah. Aim High says it was meant to be in your family.
It really was. That was so neat. But yeah, I think it'd be fun. Pressure can. Go over and teach my mom how to pressure can.
I think Tracy is absolutely right at Leap Faith Homestead that you won't be disappointed if you go to one of these meetups. If you're going for good conversation and to meet like-minded people, it doesn't matter who's hosting it. It doesn't matter who's going to be there. If you're going for good conversation, possibly food, depending on how they have it set up, right. you won't be disappointed. It's so nice to stand around and talk to people where you guys all have the same vocabulary and ideas and stuff. Yeah.
And the day goes by so fast.
See what Bandana said?
Thank you.
Where do we store 125 chickens? We have
they're in a 6x6 brood box right now.
Yeah. Do you mean like while they're alive or after processing?
Because while they're alive, it changes about 4 times.
It does. We start in the brood box, and then they go to chicken tractors that we move around the yard and let them free range, and then processed, we can some, and then we freeze some. And when we freeze them, we freeze some of them whole because we do sell some of them. But then we also like to have a couple of whole chickens.
We only keep a couple whole chickens for ourselves.
And then we quarter the rest and we vacuum seal it.
Oh, that's awesome, Leap of Faith Homestead. We went to the HOA last year, thanks to Jenny and Mike.
Oh, that's right. You guys got the free tickets.
And we, what we can usually is...
Get up, champion.
Is it legs and thighs we usually can? But I debone it, and then we get about a pound into a pint and we can it. And boy, Jenny was terrified of trying canned chicken. And I wasn't big on it, but I was on board with let's do it. And Jenny said, yep, great, it's canned, and it was beautiful.
Once we finally canned it, Tim Beverly sent me a message, and he's like, what are you going to do with that canned chicken? I said, it's going to sit on my shelf and look pretty.
Because it did. It looked really good. It was a nice picture. And then we got busy one night, as usual, and Jenny needed a fast food. There you go. Does that make you happy, Boo?
He keeps biddity-bopping trying to be in here.
Jenny needed a fast food, and she was whipping a stir-fry together. All the chicken, everything was froze, so she went and got a can and just fell in love. I don't think the canned chicken itself is all that great or anything, but the idea of the fast food is just phenomenal.
So fast,
just phenomenal.
So easy.
Bone in, so healthy. I agree, Coco Noel, but we do debone it, and I haven't done it bone in yet. But I've heard the bone just almost disintegrates is what I've heard. I don't know if that's true or not.
I don't know. What was the question? Do you make broth too? Yes. So when we quarter it, we use the carcasses and go ahead. We'll keep some. We'll either freeze them for another time or we get a big batch going right then. And we do make broth.
Yes,
and
bandana.
then we can that as well. But it seems like we go through that pretty quick.
And so
I have no canned chicken right now. Like I am ready for these chickens to be processed. They're this big.
I've been actually thinking about this. We have legs and thighs in the freezer, and I've been thinking about thawing out a whole bunch and going ahead and canning them.
Yeah, we do need to do that.
Open up freezer space, but we're gonna try and do a whole meat bird on YouTube week every 2 weeks thing updates.
Yeah.
We usually do really good on Instagram and Facebook, but we're going to try and bring you the butchering and everything. So what I started doing with a vast majority of our meat birds is we would just... TJ, I forgot I got a water bottle in the freezer, bud. I wonder if it's still water. Hello, part-time permies. I will just... Once we have the carcasses that we want to create broth, I'll just quarter them. I won't even gut them. I will just quarter them and take them like that. And that is so much faster. That eliminates a whole step. But, anyways.
HOA was cold last year, but yes, that
Bandana.
benefited Bandana Grandma so well. She sold out of May.
Yeah, Bandana says she's praying for an ice storm this year.
Oh, maybe not an ice storm. But we had...
There's not a lot of water in there.
Hurricane Michael came through, and that's partially what made it so cold and stuff, too.
That's
blame the Michaels.
Yeah, no kidding. Part-time permies, too.
Oh, yeah, no, I wouldn't mean him. But his middle name is Michael, so blame the Michaels here. Good night, Homestead Dad.
Night, Homestead Dad. Yeah, bedtime. If you guys follow our Facebook group, I talked about it in there where I had a jacked up tooth before we went to Alaska, and they did a temporary deal on it, just a quick fix to get me through Alaska. And then when I got back, they actually put the temporary crown on. And now tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., I got to go have the final crown put on. So, yes, Part-Time Permies pasta demo, Max, was fantastic.
Yeah, he just went outside.
But TJ made some. I think he was the only kid.
Yeah, he was the only one of our kids. He had a great time.
And we just ate it last night, and it was great.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
He had fun, so I was like, you're the pasta making man now. You know what to do to make dinner.
Freedom Homestead, you're right. That first year at HOH was very hot. We've been at all the HOHs so far. Or, well, both of them, right? Has it been 2 or 3?
HOAs? We've been to 2. This will be our 3rd. Is that what you're talking about?
Right, but there's only been 2.
Yes.
We've been to all of them.
Yes, we've been to all of them.
Tim Beverly,
Sorry,
how you doing?
Reading.
Teresa, how you doing?
We were just talking about you, Tim. All good things. All good things. And if anybody knows exactly where that just came from, yes, I just quoted Frozen. Okay.
What did you do? What?
All good things. All good things. It was Olaf when he was big
I love Olaf. Olaf's the snowman.
The snowman, yeah. He was talking to the big snowman, and he was like, "Hey, we were just talking about you. All good things."
I probably like the reindeer better.
Yeah, probably.
Sven.
He's funny.
He is funny. I do like Sven.
Well, it's 9 o'clock. I think we'll jump off here. We just wanted to really thank everybody for coming out to the Hootenanny. We would hope to have the same crowd next year. Of course, you always want these things to grow. But if it doesn't grow and it's the same, I really like the size group we had this year.
Yeah, it was a good group.
It was really nice.
It was a really good group.
Thanks, John. You're the best,
Bye,
man. John and I still got to get together and fry up that woodchuck.
I think I might be playing with the horse that night. I have a good excuse to leave now.
What was it? Oh, the Max commented on our chickens and said Colby needs help with the chickens. She just can't do it. And I said I'll be on a plane. I'll be on a plane.
Don't think, yeah.
I said I'll be on a plane. I'll come down. I'll do chickens with Colby.
Well, they'll do it. Yeah.
We'll have one more at Hootenanny. Yes, Hootenanny.
Yes, another Permy.
Hootenanny plus one.
So excited.
Actually, that would be more like part-time Permies plus one.
Yeah, Permies.
Which equals Hootenanny plus one.
Third Permy.
Woodchuck, num num. All right, we're gonna go. I would encourage you guys again. If you scroll through our Facebook page.
Go ahead, finish. And
no, go ahead.
Nope.
Go ahead.
Go.
If you scroll through our Facebook page, we've shared at least what I know of, what I can find of people sharing their experience at the Hootenanny. We've been trying to share a lot of that on our Facebook page. So go check all those people out. Please like their Facebook page and tell them hi. Also, again, we have this playlist. Go check out these channels that were there that are putting up videos. If nobody's telling me about it, I am still searching YouTube like crazy. I got distracted. I see a big deer out in the hayfield. I am still searching YouTube like crazy and adding videos as I'm finding them. So please go show them some love. I think Freedom Homestead put up a video of interviewing us.
Yes.
And then
their introduction is the best.
They're awesome.
The best.
Well, they did the same thing with their interview with Lisa, I think. Same thing.
Oh, really?
Did they have the same thing with Lisa?
I don't know. It was so funny.
But then the video of the overall Hootenanny that they put out today or yesterday, last night, I think whenever that was, they did have the same, not the same intro, but the same kind of intro. And then, I don't know, I could be wrong, but I thought in their live stream, Tangi talked about they had some multiple videos with multiple interviews from the Hootenanny that they wanted to put out. So I could be wrong about that, but I know they have at least 3 out at the Hootenanny.
Right.
And I know Tangi was just gaga over Lisa.
Yeah. Well, who wouldn't be?
I mean, it's
Lisa's
Lisa.
Awesome.
So.
Okay, so what I was going to say, I left the last, important tidbit of information at the very end. Are you ready?
Are you ready?
No.
What is she going to say? Oh my gosh, I'm kind of scared. Okay.
Pratt Family Homestead's Hootenanny of 2020.
I don't even know this.
Is Saturday, July 25th.
Woo!
Saturday, July 25th is next year's Hootenanny.
That sounds way too far away from my birthday for another cake.
No, it's only 3 days. I think there'll be another cake. But what's awesome is it's closer to my birthday, so maybe I'll have a cake too. Yes, Saturday, July 25th. So mark it on your calendars. Make it to the Hootenanny. Nunda, I'm looking at you.
Nunda. We hope everybody can make it back up there July 25th. You got a whole year's notice, and that just looks like a really big deer. And the sun's hitting her just right. That's gonna sound
2
wrong.
cakes, that's right, John.
That's gonna sound wrong, but that's a big girl. 2 cakes. Oh my
2
gosh.
cakes.
But yeah, we hope to see you. It's just so cool getting everybody together. And if you're hosting a meetup or something, let us know. I'll share it on our Facebook page because I just think it is great when all these people get together. So if you're putting together a meetup, I can't promise we'll be there, but I will share it, and Jenny will share it, and we'll let people know about it.
Yes. Yes, talk Mick into a camper. Yes.
Talk Mick into a camper by then.
It'll be so much fun to have you guys at the campground.
And that just kind of reminded me of something. This weekend, this weekend in a couple of days is Doug and Stacy's deal down in Missouri.
Yes, it is.
I wish we could make that.
Missouri.
I think I hate to speak for people, but I think the Aldermans are going.
Yes.
I wish we could, but after 2 weeks in Alaska and then a couple weeks later with the Hootenany and Bonne Terre's hosting a meetup. Oh yeah, no kidding, HOA.
Yes.
But yeah, we'll see you guys at HOA. We'll be talking about maple syrup there. Oh, I don't know why, but we are. And
it's yummy.
It's yummy. I seem to ruin a lot of it. So
here, this is our presentation. You make maple syrup and then you eat a lot of it because it's yummy. Presentation.
There's a lot of things you can do with maple syrup besides pancakes and just as a sweet deal. There's a lot of things you can do.
The fruit dip that I took to the Hootenany has some of our maple syrup in it.
Oh, really? And some homemade yogurt that I make will put some maple syrup in it sometimes too. Really good.
That's really good.
But all right, we're gonna get out of here. You guys have a great night. July 25th. Thank you so much for everybody that showed up. Thank you for everybody that's talking about it in videos and posts and stuff. We really appreciate it, and we hope to hang out with you again next year, July 25th.
Yes, July 25th.
And real quick, Jenny's got to press stop streaming because that's always her job.
Tradition.
She's the one that cuts you guys. She's the one that cuts you guys off, not me. But please go check out all those channels and Facebook pages, and even if you know people that don't have that, and go give them a like and stuff.
For sure. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.